I used to do press photography, and then ended up doing weddings, which a lot of photographers probably would find themselves doing. And then maybe you want to do it for some, and it sort of just took over really, and that can happen, that it can just take over without you really wanting it to, because it takes a lot of time and effort. So that's where I got started. With the transition to headshots came from lockdown. Like a lot of photographers, I couldn't work. So, and I found on the days where I literally had nothing to do and I was opening up photography books, there was always a portrait photography book I would open up, and I had a moment one day. I was like, but this is what I fell in love with. This is what I wanted to do 30 years ago. Why did I come away from this? I started doing remote portraits, which was a kind of a thing during lockdown. So I did 52 remote portraits to kind of honor one of my really good friends that died of COVID. And I wanted to reach out to people who were on their own around the world, or not necessarily on their own, but anyway, I photographed 52 people around the world. So it was just their faces and their phones and me shouting at them to move to the left and move to the right or try find the light. And I fell back completely in love with one face and me, and and that's where it came from. And I spoke to a friend of mine and said, I really want to see what I can do with this. And my friend Jim, and he said, well, I've got the studio. Why don't you come and work in my studio? It was amazing. Then to find out all the different experiences that they were all having at the same time as well was amazing. Some people were doing okay, because obviously everyone had a different lockdown in different parts of the world. And then some people were struggling, and it was quite humbling to speak to them and, to see that this was a really difficult time in their lives, and this was just a little window in, and for them just a little chance to communicate with somebody and vent maybe a little bit. I've had clients over the years, 4 years, so we will touch base and think, well, I've had some corporate clients who, I first did a job with them when there was 2 of them, and now I'm doing a job when there's 20 in their company. And that's really impressive. And they've said to me that I've been part of the journey because I've recorded that for them, which is incredible, really. Thank you so much. And thanks to Headshot Matters. I get a lot from it. Amazing little, not little, quite big now, community. And it really, the help I get and the conversations we have are really invaluable. So thanks.